Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. Today we're going to be working on the 76 El Camino. If you watch the first two videos, got it running. Then got it driving because it needed brakes and a drive shaft. Did a full tune-up, oil change. So it runs and drives. Now we're going to fix some other stuff. We're not going to be doing a full restoration on this. The car doesn't bring the value of doing that. If you do a full restoration, you'll lose money. Okay, and this channel isn't about losing money. The channel doesn't make very much money on YouTube at all. So we're not like the big guys that can sit there and fiddle fart around with these cars most of them aren't even classics. They're just old Mercedes or crap that ain't worth nothing, but they do it for YouTube views. So they get paid by YouTube the more videos they put out, and people watch them. I don't have the viewership that the big guys have, so I can't dump endless hours and money into something like this. So we're doing it by putting aside YouTube money. None of this is my flipping car videos. Anything like that is not for YouTube views. I'd be doing it anyway, with or without YouTube. So I don't buy cars specifically for YouTube views and all that. Okay? So we'll just get that out of the way. So yeah, if you did a full restoration, knew everything on this car, you would lose your ass, because the cars just don't bring the value of, say, a 68 to 72. If I had a 68 to 72 that was in this shape, the thing would be brand new. The thing would be just brand new. It'd be painted, new interior, new tires, new shocks, new brakes, new, you name it. And then I could get 25 grand for it and make money and be happy. But this car, we can't do that, so we're just going to fix the major stuff to kind of make it sell. Now, if I was to keep it, might be a different story. I'd do probably more work to it, but I'm not going to keep it. I don't need it. I have an 82 El Camino. I have a video on it. It's all dirty right now, but it's my 82 El Camino. I painted it. All my cars get dusty because I'm bordered by dirt roads. Okay, if I wash them, they end up like this 2 or 3 days later. Okay, I restored this probably 6-7 years ago. It's in excellent shape. Well, except paint didn't hold right here on this plastic stuff. Other than that, the paint's excellent. It's gloss black with a flat black hood. Interior's nice. I got a rebuilt 350, not the 305 that they come with. It's a 350. It's got new tires and stuff on it. I didn't rebuild the engine. I traded a guy a shitbox Camaro for this, like a newer, like a 2000 Camaro that didn't run, just junk. Traded him for this. He had rebuilt the motor, but his son, he built it for his son, and his son wanted a Camaro instead of El Camino. So okay, yeah, I got it two-tone. It's in real nice shape. Anyway, I'm keeping this one. I don't need another one. Okay, plus these are the big ugly ones to me. I know some people like them. That's fine. There, I get comments that there's nice riding cars. I have no doubt. I've had a few Malibus, El Caminos like this, but not for very long in the past. Had them and flipped them and traded them and did whatever, but I never had one long term. But I have no doubt that they're nice riding cars and everything, but to me, I don't need it. Okay, guys, so we'll figure it out as we go what we're going to do to it. I'd really like to get some nice tires and rims. If I can find a set used cheap, I'd do it. Eventually, I'm gonna buy new tires and rims for the Nomad, because this car I'm keeping, it's gonna be doing a lot of traveling. I could put these ones on there. Tell me what you think if these ones would look like on the El Camino. They're 16, keep in mind these are 16 inches, but okay, so today on this video we're going to fix the rusty roof. I went over it the last video and everything, but we'll go over it real quick. Got rust holes, the factory Bondo stuff that they put the panels together with. Okay, we're not going to go overboard. Proper way to do it would be take off all this chrome, this chrome, this chrome, this chrome, strip her down the metal. But we're going to strip it down the metal, but we're just not going to take off all this chrome, because underneath here it's not leaking, but you take off the chrome, clips are going to be all rusted and broken. You fiddle fart around, you end up with rust holes in there, and you end up having to patching them. And I don't know if there is, there probably isn't, but I don't want to take a chance. And I don't want to sit there and buy new clips and wait for them to come in. So we're going to carefully mask this off, because I'm going to take a grinding wheel and a wire brush. I'm going to have to put the wire brush on a drill, because my grinder has only one speed, and that's real fast. And I don't want to take a chance of it slipping and wrecking this chrome. So I'm going to put it on a drill. And so anyway, I'm going to get tape all this off, get a grinder, grind it off, then take a wire wheel. There's going to be spots like this where I pushed my finger and it went through. It's all kind of bubbled up here. We're just going to grind her down, and then we're going to take a DA sander with some 80 grit and sand all this stuff, get it all pretty good. Either spray some rust converter and possibly pour 15 in some areas like this if we can't get them clean. Put a little pour 15 in there, let that dry, and then we're going to fill all the rust holes in with some Bondo glass. It's called fiberglass reinforced Bondo. I took all this, I threw it all away, all the old vinyl. Half of it was kind of still on there. I just used a razor blade around the edges. See, there's still some in there. So kind of like this. So I'll probably take a razor blade, cut down the edges here, take this off. Okay, so, and then once you get some rust neutralizer in, these holes filled, then we're just going to prime it all. And then I'm either going to paint it black or roll some bedliner stuff on it. Possibly same with the bed. I just posted the last video. I asked you guys in that video. So I don't know. I'll take the majority of the comments. Maybe go down to Walmart, get a little thing of bedliner and a little roller and roll bedliner on it. I just don't know how it's going to look, whether I should go for the look of a vinyl top or just have it smooth and shiny black. Okay, so let me mask this off and get the grinder going, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got a little air die grinder. I have an electric one with bigger wheels on it, but we'll try this little one. But before I start here, it might have sounded like a dig against Monkey Wrench Mike about his old Mercedes, but I do have an old Mercedes that's worth a lot of money. I tried to sell it to him, but he's not interested. This one here. So the only problem with that, other than the little paint and body, a couple of rust spots on it, is and a little bit of interior work, is the fuel system. It runs and idles good. It's just it's got a bad hesitation, and I think it's the same problem as his one that's like that. I forget what he called it, not Darlene, but Janice, and he still can't figure that problem out. But no, it's obvious Monkey Wrench Mike is doing it for YouTube money. He doesn't make no money on those Mercedes. In fact, he loses his ass on them. I just noticed his lot was empty on his last car. He was in at his house, and there's none left. And the only thing I don't like is he never mentions. He sold a few at an auction there a while back, then never mentioned nothing, or alluded to selling them at the auction, but he never came back on the next video and said that he sold them and how much and all. He never gives any of those details. So he's doing it just for pure entertainment, and that's fine. We can't do that here. We're not going to do that here. Even if I made $1 million on YouTube, I still wouldn't do it. It's just not in my blood to lose money on cars and just do it for entertainment. We're working on it to make money. Okay. So get that out, just like Goon Squad is a big example. Those guys, they fixed up they bought a brand new, well, almost new Chevy truck from, now this was like last year, from Copart, wrecked. Oh, I needed a ton of work. And Goon Squad actually does come out and say how much they spent on a car right at the end of the build. They had $97,000 into this by buying it, and of course they bought all new parts from GM and just crazy stuff. And I'm thinking the whole time they're going to lose their ass. And sure enough, they had $97,000 into it, and right inside the truck was the window sticker, $94,000. So you could have bought a brand new one for $94,000, but now they're stuck with the one with a rebuilt title that it can be insured, but it's going to have no warranty, stuff like that on it, and a rebuilt title. Probably get a loan on it, but not very much. Or somebody could get a loan on it. But they do it for YouTube money. And that's every example, every car they build, they lose money. But they make money on YouTube. But so you can't watch them and copy them, because you'll lose your ass. Okay, we don't do that here. We're gonna make money. I've never lost money on a car, so that I can even remember or know, and I've probably done thousands of them. But okay, so we're gonna take this little grinder here. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I didn't want you to think I was ragging on anybody, but that's, more power to them. If that's the way they want to do stuff, that's fine. The ideal situation would be do both. Make money on a car and YouTube. Wouldn't that be a great concept? But I've yet to see somebody actually do that, continuously. Probably seen a few guys make some money, then they'll lose money on the next. Anyway, we're going to use this little grinder. We're going to... And the reason I'm not going to use I don't like using wire wheels, is those little things just fly off. Very fine, and you'll be breathing it in unless you wear a mask and stuff, but it gets everywhere. It gets all in your clothes and your hair, and it's just kind of like working with fiberglass. You just get all itchy, and you got to take a shower immediately, wash your clothes immediately. Anyway, I like doing it by grinding it. See, some of these pits here, I don't know if they're going to go through or not. Okay, you get the idea. I'm going to turn on the compressor and get this. Yeah, I can guide this a lot easier than a big grinder. Like I said, I don't want to hit the chrome and gouge stuff up. Okay, let me get the rest of this grinded off and I'll come back and show you, and we'll get the wire wheel to see if we can get a reel inside there, inside the reel pits real good. If not, we're just gonna spray some rust neutralizer on it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I just put a wire wheel on my battery operated drill and I'll just show you. It doesn't spin very fast, maybe the battery's slow, but probably for the best anyway. Probably needs to spin faster to get it all the way down the metal. I just don't think it's going to take it all out. How it works. Maybe I'll try it on my grinder with higher speed, or this little, yeah, maybe this little die grinder. No, I don't have one that'll fit this. Anyway, let me mess around with it some more. I'm gonna mostly grind all this out with grind all this factory Bondo stuff out of there. These were the older ones. They used lead, but these are the newer ones where they started using it's either Bondo or some derivative of Bondo. Anyway, let me get all that out of there and I'll be back. Okay guys, I was using a big grinder. I just got a cutting disc on it. It's like the little air one, but bigger. So I was using that to dig out some of this stuff. I kind of got that dug out pretty good. I got my DA, electric DA with some 80 grit on it. So we're gonna sand it all around the edges of all this grind mark. Okay, you can see how I'm gonna do it here. I gotta use two hands so I don't scratch the chrome. But yeah, we're gonna get it all like this and then spray some rust neutralizer in the pits and around all this stuff, and then we'll fill it in later. Fill it in with some Bondo glass. Okay, so let me get like this half done and I'll show you, and then we'll spread some or spray some rust neutralizer on it. I'll be back. Okay guys, got to sand it down a little bit until sandpaper started wearing out, but I'm basically going to DA it like this, the whole roof. But for now we'll do like half, so I can show you this half and probably do the other half off camera. Okay, so I got some rust neutralizer, and we're going to spray a little. It's a rust converter, turns it into a black primer, it says, so, or primer like. So we're gonna let this dry. It's getting late in the day, so we're gonna let this dry overnight. Usually if it's sunny out, it'll dry in an hour or two, but we're gonna just spray it in all these little pits, and then we're gonna wipe some Bondo glass over this tomorrow when it dries. We'll scuff it down a little bit and put that and smooth it out. Okay, I just went in and watched the news and read some comments. Like I said, I just posted the last video on this and got about 20 comments, and it seems pretty unanimous to use the bedliner rhino liner on this roof. And most of you said to leave the bed the way it is. I don't know. Probably should. I'm just worried about this up here, that area. The rest of it's okay. I'm gonna clean all this stuff out here in a minute before it gets dark. I just hate that it gets dark at friggin' 7 o'clock. But then we're gonna not right now, but I'm gonna clean this bed out, and then I'm gonna power wash all of the bed and underneath the hood. I didn't get to that last video. See, this side here needs to be all sanded down in the metal. This side here, we're probably gonna have to, I'll get to it tomorrow, probably weld in a little piece of metal there. That's a little too big for my liking. Weld a little piece of metal in there, and then do the same thing as the other side. Just get these little rust pits ground down. Okay, so yeah, I'll read the rest of the comments tonight, let you know what everybody says tomorrow. And if that's the case, I will go to Walmart tomorrow morning, do some grocery shopping, and pick up a little, I guess a quart. I guess a quart should do it. A quart of that bed liner that they got. I think that's what Weirdbeard used, this stuff from Walmart. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, Rust-Oleum or actual rhino lining, but I'll probably just get the cheapest stuff they got. That's UV resistant, which they all should be, but you never know. You don't want to put that stuff on there, and you know, down here in the south, that friggin' sun shines 300 plus days a year, and it will turn non-UV stuff milky looking and faded. You see this, if you've been following along on the Nomad, that's that Pour 15. I did them fender wells. Look how faded they are from sitting in the sun. But you know, I knew that, but that's okay. We covered up all the rust that were on these fenders and these wheel wells, and I knew they weren't UV resistant. In fact, it's great for underneath on the frames and everything that doesn't get the sun. I know this radiator support here's fading out too, but that's okay. I don't mind painting painting regular car paint that's UV resistant over top of the exposed areas of the Rust-Oleum or the Pour 15. Actually, this is paint here. This ain't Pour 15. This is paint here. Okay, so yeah, you gotta make sure if you're ever doing these, make sure it's UV resistant, so it'll fade out, look milky, and all kinds of stuff. So okay, yeah, thanks for all the comments so far. Yeah, one guy says me and Vice Grip Garage are his favorite channels. I didn't think I'd ever get put in the category up there with Vice Grip Garage, but yeah, I watch him. He's pretty good. But yeah, no, I'll never be that big. I'm not trying to be. Not doing it really for entertainment. Vice Grip Garage. He's got a nice car collection going. I like his rusty acres there. All the cars he's got. That's kind of, you know, I guess I'm a mini one of his. I think he's collected all them in the last year or so. He just buys up just about anything he can find. Yeah, I like his car collection. That's neat. I got the room. I'm not going to call it rusty acres, but yeah, I like collecting them too. I don't want to get too overflowing with cars though. I got enough there that I like to drive them once in a while. But Okay, anyway, I'll be back tomorrow when it's bright and sunny out. It's supposed to get 30% chance of rain in about 3 or 4 days. That's why I decided to fix this roof now instead of doing another video on the Nomad. We'll get back to the Nomad here real soon. I got the new Grant steering wheel going in and all kinds of stuff for that for next video. But yeah, this headliner's in mint shape, so we don't want all the rain coming in here and ruining it. That's the last thing we want to do. Carpet, I don't know. We're gonna do some more stuff on this video other than the roof, hopefully, if I get enough time. A carpet's a little expensive, guys. It's friggin', it used to be about 120 bucks for carpet for a car. Cheapest one I found is like 175 with shipping. There's one for 135, I think, on Rock Auto, but then I didn't check the shipping. But yeah, it's prices on carpet have gone through the roof. Unless I buy some, you know, go to Lowe's and buy some indoor-outdoor carpet and kind of mold it in there. I got a bunch of leftover insulation from the Nomad we can lay down there. We're going to eventually do that, probably not this video. We're going to take out the seats, patch the floor, and pour 15 it and put in some carpet. Okay, but it'll be probably another video. But anyway, that's coming up. Just thought I'd mention that. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay guys, it's the next day. I sanded it down. I sprayed a little bit more in there because it anyway, I'm gonna put a little Bondo glass in this area here. This is actually higher than this, so it's going to be kind of a little wavy there, but I'm not just going to fill it up to... Okay, so we're just going to fill in these holes in these pits here. Just use a little bit of, very sparingly, of the Bondo glass, and then once the holes are filled in, rust area is filled in, then we can go over it with Bondo, which is a lot cheaper than this stuff. All this stuff has gone through the roof, even Bondo. And then this is fiberglass reinforced Bondo. It's green. So grab your old pizza box, put a little bit on there, a little bit of hardener, mix it up, spread it on there. I'd show it on camera, but it's 85 degrees outside, and that roof is like a hot frying pan. So it's going to dry like real quick. So I got to be real fast. Maybe we'll do the other side. It might be cooler, sun going down or something later on. But let me just do that and I'll come back and show you the roof. I'll be back. Okay guys, I just filled in the holes with that. Let that dry real good. Buzz over it with the DA sander with 80 grit. And then fill the rest in with regular Bondo. And I'll sand it down with the DA a little bit and block it, and I'll come back when I'm doing that. Meanwhile, I'm going to start stripping the other side here, and we're going to you see all the cracks in the from the rust in the roof. It's not deep or nothing. I don't think it requires filling. We're just going to sand her down and then just spray the rust neutralizer all over this area here. Well, it'll be all over the whole roof. Give it a quick coat. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I went over it with the DA a little bit. So once you do that, I put a little body filler here. It's going to need more, obviously. You just take a block sander and put some 80 grit, the DA paper, and just block her down till it's smooth. That one there's probably okay. Block it down like that, and then just keep putting little coats over it, and block it down till it's all smooth. So you got all the low spots, you know. Okay, I gotta put a little bit in here too. A little bit more. Just keep putting a little bit of Bondo and keep sanding it till it's smooth. Everything's filled in. Okay, this, I'm not sure whether I want to put a piece of metal in there, just put something backing it. I'm not going to take anything apart in here. We gotta, I'll see what I can do. I don't want to go overboard with it, guys. Somebody just commented, oh, put a new roof on it. No. I don't even know if anybody makes a roof, but even so, the roof only goes up to here. But we're not going to do that. That's just crazy, spending a new roof for very minimal rust. Yeah, the right way would be to weld some metal on there. I may do it here in a minute. I still got a lot more sanding. There's a few little dents, little hail dents or something that I'm probably going to fix. One there too. But I got to do more sanding here and get all this looking like this. It's just not coming off real easy and real fast. So yeah, same as the other side. Just ground it down with the wire wheel a little bit, and then we're gonna spray some rust neutralizer in these spots. A little Bondo glass, then a little Bondo, and then block her all down and get her ready for primer. Yeah, so we're gonna sand all this down. You can see all these little pits. We're gonna get all that smooth. Even though we're gonna put the bedliner stuff on there. There's more comments. I don't know if the comments of, hang on for a second here. Let me turn up this radio.
We feature its brisket in 3 of their own top selling items.
I don't know if the just paint it black, no bedliner comments are catching up to the bedliner stuff. But I went to Walmart this morning and they had about 3 different kinds. They had this, and then they had that Gorilla Glue company that makes truck bed coating. Can look fancier, but I don't know. It's probably all the same. Anyway, it's black, textured, non-skid finish. I don't know. I've never really used this stuff, so anyway, they're about 10 bucks a can. I got 2 cans. That's all we're going to use. Hopefully we get 2 coats out of it. But we're going to, like I said, sand her down to the metal, fix the stuff with body filler, smooth it all out, and then prime it. I'm going to have to, this stuff is such small printing. I know it says it dries in an hour, but whether I'll sand the primer before this or not, I don't know yet. I'll read it some more. So anyway, we'll get to that later. Right now we're trying to get all the rust fixed, smoothed out, and then primed. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, mixed up a little Bondo glass. Gotta be quick here. Proper way would be to weld in a patch and cut that out, but I got some old drywall tape and just well, I had 2 pieces in there, but we're just gonna do that. Okay. Okay, just fill it in like that and just put some Bondo over top. This stuff is waterproof, so if water, condensation, moisture, whatever gets in through the back somehow, it won't soften it up and crack it. So this will harden up, be waterproof, and then that's why you can put Bondo over top. Okay, so that's just the way I'm gonna fix it. Since if I was to keep it, you know, I'd weld a patch or not replace the roof though. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, I blocked down these areas here on this side, and we're just gonna spread a little bit more body filler over these areas here. let it dry and block it down too. Like I said, you just keep putting little skims on there. You don't have to don't put it on there real thick. You're just wasting it. Put little skims, block her down. Another little skim, just like that. Okay, I'll use the rest. Fill in this area over here. Okay, that's about all there is to it. I've got a ton of videos from restoring all these other cars of doing body work and welding patches and quarter panels and doing Bondo work and stuff, blocking and all that. So if you ever got some free time, I know one guy said he wanted to see this. He wanted me to paint it black so he could see all the body work smooth and everything, and we're gonna do that. It'll be all smooth and primer, then we'll put the bed liner on it. So but anyway, if you want to look through the old videos, there's plenty of them on there doing stuff like this. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, just stripping the roof down. Got most of it. Just show you a little bit of it. Okay, we're gonna get her all down like that to the metal and spray some of the rust neutralizer over it. I'll be back. Hey guys, got her sanded down best I can. This is where the vinyl top was lifted off, and that's why that looks more rusty. So we're gonna use the neutralizer and give her a good coat. Anyway, let me give it a coat there. Radio's going. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys. I don't know if you can see where it's turning purple and black. Okay, that's the best you can do on stuff like this without replacing it. So I'm going to let that dry, go in and watch the news. And then I got, I guess they're hail dents. There's 2 there, 1 there, 1 here. So we're going to fill them in like these. Block it down and remask these edges here and put some paper around the edges and get ready to prime it. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. It'll probably be dark here in a little while. You get some a razor blade and go on the edges and cut these 2 off, that there and that there, and then said mask it up and get it ready. I don't know if I get it primed tonight or first thing in the morning. We'll see you later. Okay guys, I got it all masked up. I peeled off this vinyl from here, and I don't know if this is a little cover or part of the car, but it's got a big gap there. I'm just gonna put a little seam sealer in there, and I don't know how good you can see it. Let's put a little seam sealer in there. I'm not gonna bother. I don't know. This seems almost like aluminum or real light alloy metal. That brown on there is just the old glue. And I'm just gonna put a little seam sealer, kind of prime it, and that's it. I'm not gonna dick around with it. Okay, if you were just to paint it, go ahead and slick it out with 180. Prime it, let it dry, block it all out with 180 grit, and then prime it again, then scuff it and paint it. But since we're putting the bedliner stuff on there, we're just gonna prime it. While the primer's still wet, we're gonna put the bedliner stuff on it. So I will be back. I got some primer, thanks to Brandon again for sending some primer, or bought it through O'Reilly's, had me pick it up. We're gonna use that primer and put about 2 coats on it. So I'll be back when I'm doing that. Okay guys, got some primer. Okay, let me finish that. My gun ain't spraying worth a shit. I left some old paint or something in it. So I use the cheap Harbor Freight guns. Anyway, I'll be back when I get it done. Okay guys, I give her a couple coats of primer. It's not ideal conditions out here. It's pretty windy, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, yeah, I was gonna buy, I think Weird Beard did it. He bought a quart in a can and a roller. Well, we're just gonna try the spray stuff, see how it is. I'm probably gonna spray a coat or something on it and then shake it up some more, but anyway, we'll give it a shot, see what the, boy, this wind is pretty bad. Give it a shot, see what it looks like. It didn't say anything about sanding it or anything like that, so. It did say it dries in an hour. Spraying like paint right now, but it's probably because it ain't shook up. Let me spray some more and shake it and spray and shake and all that, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I used the 2 cans on it. It's dry, it's getting all leaves and stuff on it. Yeah, there's texture to it. Probably would have got a better looking texture, more looking like a vinyl top if I used the can with a roller. But I don't know. So I was thinking with this, I got a little bit of matte black, and putting a coat of matte black over top of this so it doesn't look streaky. It looks streaky, but then again, it's been drying for about an hour. I don't know, I may just leave it like this. Yeah, I'll probably just leave it. I don't know, what do y'all think? It may even out in the sun here, dries for the rest of the day. Okay, yeah, I'll probably just leave it. Leave it for now. Later on, paint it flat black, matte black, satin black, whatever. Okay, let me unmask it, and we're gonna pressure wash the inside of the bed underneath the engine. I got some red paint. I don't know if I just want to just kind of fade it in there a little bit, or how good that would look. It's not gonna, probably not gonna be the same color red as this. I don't know. The majority of y'all wanted me just to leave it as is, but I gotta put a little red, spray a little red or something on that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys. Probably get a little scrub brush and some soap and get that embedded dirt out of there, but see what we can get out. I'm tempted to take all them bolts out of the smuggler's box and take that lid off, but then I'd have to silicone it all up. So probably not going to do nothing with that. Then we're going to clean the engine off here too. I'll probably just paint the air cleaner and maybe this front radiator support thing and get all the crap off of it first, but maybe spray a little black there in the air cleaner, and that's probably going to be it for now. You know, never know, I could put this up for sale and no takers, so I'll end up keeping it for a while anyway, maybe do more work to it, but I'm not in no rush to sell it or anything. See, my hose is leaking right there. I don't know if I could tape that up with some duct tape and make it stop. So it's not coming out as much as it should. Okay, well, let me clean the bed and the underneath here out, and we'll get a little bit more work done to it. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, I washed out the inside of this bed. It's a lot worse than I thought. Well, it's not bad, but it's just metal, a little bit of surface rust. I mean, it's worse than I thought. That I'm gonna have to do something with it. So I'm gonna spray some rust neutralizer on the rust, and then I got some red base coat, which I'll just mist on there, you know, just enough to cover it, and it'll be real dull. You know, it's base coat, so to make it shine you have to clear it. The only problem is it's not going to last very long, but it's summer's over, so the sun shouldn't bake it off for a while. Okay, yeah, this roof, it's a little streaky, but I think I'm going to leave it. It's got texture to it. I don't know if you can see it. Just a little. Okay, so when I was washing it, this windshield here just had a big coat of moss and crap on it. I scrubbed it with steel wool. But it is leaking on the inside, just like I thought. It's dripping. This molding here is all broke. So I guess it's coming in through here or the top, one of the two, and it's all dripping down. And then sure enough, been doing that for a long time. I didn't even notice it, but you can notice all the rust here. Some rust holes there. I believe you can read the VIN number still, but it's starting to rot around there. So I don't know, I'm not going to do anything to it unless it doesn't sell. Okay, I cleaned up the engine a little bit. I don't know if I could do anything right now on this video, but I think and I vacuumed out about 2 shop vacs full of rat turds. They probably don't look much different, but and then I pulled all the insulation stuff from the back. It's laying there. Okay, so this video is probably getting kind of long. Let me just spray some rust neutralizer on the rust spots, and then I'll get a little red base coat and kind of mist it in there, kind of see if it'll blend. It's already kind of a different color, like the bottom's kind of red and then the top's kind of orangey, just from the sun fading it different. I don't know. So that's all I'm gonna do in this video. Get that done, top's done. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, that's it there. It actually looks pretty damn close. It's actually the red base coat I had left over from painting my Corvette there. But it needs to be cleared, but anyway, looks a hell of a lot better than it did. Still looks kind of original. Okay, let me know what y'all think about that on the roof. And I think we're going to end this video on that note. And next video I'm going to be on the Nomad. The next video for this one, I think I'll try to order some cheap carpet. I'm not spending 175 bucks on the right carpet. Just get some of that cheap indoor outdoor real thin stuff, put some insulation down and put that in there, take the seat out and put it back in, possibly. I don't know. I know it's going to cost a fortune to reupholster that seat, and I'm not going to do it. So I don't know if I should just leave it like that, or I got a couple sets of buckets there and some junk cars I could make fit in here, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Yeah, we'll do the floor, tear all the carpet and seat out, and pour 50 in it, fix the little rust spots. I'll put on them moldings. Go ahead and paint the air cleaner black and all this front here flat black. I don't know if I'm going to go overboard on the engine stuff yet. Oh, I got to fix wires. Yeah, I got to fix a bunch of chewed wires. But anyway, I may paint some black up here. I don't know if I got enough black to paint all this, but see what we can do next video. Gonna keep my eyes out for a set of rims and tires on Marketplace. But anyway, yeah, let me know what y'all think, and we'll see you next video, and we'll be back on the Nomad, getting that Grant steering wheel put in there and a bunch of other little stuff. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. And we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.